Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I don't know if you've heard, but there have been talks about airfares increasing, right? Now we should all be concerned about this because when we do want to travel again, then prices are going to be much higher. Why is that? So let's go through it. So the talks have been that the aircraft is going to be 30% less full. So what does that mean? That there's not gonna, you can't pack a plane like how you used to before, full of passengers, even though there are seats available for that. Why? Due to the COVID-19 issue. Now, they're saying that the middle seat of the aircraft, right, throughout, will be empty. Why? Because of the whole social distancing. Now, you might think, well, you're still in the aircraft, enclosed area, but at least you're not in close contact to the other person due to the fact that you have an empty seat in between you guys. Now, that's other than the preventive measures that they want to introduce as well, which is the masks, complete covering. So they also introduced new air filters which filter out 99.7%, I think it was, of the air, which filters out the microbes. So therefore it makes the air cleaner and less of a chance for you to catch anything while you are in the aircraft and breathing, of course, because you have to breathe. But if they had the aircraft 30% less full, that means that the airfares are going to jump quite a bit. Why? To make up for the difference in the empty seats. And also due to the fact that they have been flying for a while, so it's a win-win. But that would mean that the airlines would lose out big time because people will say, well, I'm just not going to fly because the airfares are ridiculous. Because you might be paying, right, where before you'd pay a economy class ticket was reasonable, but now if they do introduce the 30% rule, then you'd be paying a business class ticket, but you'd be flying economy. That kind of comparison, which is not good because that means that restricts the air travel a lot. Excuse me, due to the fact that the prices are that much. Now, if they do put the 30% rule in place, that means that most of the aircraft will be flying empty, right? And the airlines would lose out on more money because people will not be flying as much, but yet the aircraft will still be in the air. That means that the airlines would be losing out on a lot because the aircraft will still be flying, just not with that much passengers, and still paying everything. So it's not really worth it for the airline in the long run to increase the prices due to the fact that the aircraft will be less full because of the social distancing rule, because many people have been affected by COVID-19 regarding money, job. So they'll be thinking, well, it's not really worth it flying for that much, that price increase, right? And therefore the airlines are actually now talking about not doing that, but instead doing preventive measures from the airport until you get into the aircraft, such as you have to wear a mask, gloves, signs, and and stickers everywhere to make you be separate from each other. On the aircraft as well, the flight attendants and cabin crew will be wearing from head to toe like pretty much a hazmat suit with masks and doing new procedures how they interact with the traveler. As for the traveler as well, they'll be wearing a mask, gloves, as we said before as well, the air filters that they have on the aircraft, and they're still working on introducing more measures to protect the traveler so that they can continue flying normally. This is for not to introduce the 30% decrease in seats, but to make it still be able to fly full with these measures. So they've got to prove to the government organizations regarding air travel, that it is safe to fly with that much passengers with the aircraft full. But even with all this said, even if say they do allow the airplane to be packed, are travelers still going to really be traveling? Because some people might still be scared of the whole COVID-19 issue, and since a airplane is an enclosed capsule where you can catch anything, they might not be too certain that they'll be safe. So that would be another issue for airlines to prove that it's okay. Even if they do prove it, some people will still have their doubts. But I think mainly probably business travelers and people traveling due to business will be wanting to fly, but it's going to take a long time, I think, for normal travel to resume. So guys, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, if you would travel again or not, and if you think it is safe to travel again when it does resume. That was it for today. Please like and subscribe to the video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.